Hey there, everybody. How about them jams, though? Welcome to Dicey Dungeons Reunion. Free update that hit Dicey Dungeons, a game we've played through a couple times on stream. That just released last night, I think. Dicey Dungeons is a very cutesy and wonderfully jammin' dice building roguelike, I guess you can call it, where you play humans turned into dice in a twisted game against Lady Luck. It's a very fun and enjoyable experience if you've never seen it. Really, really good 20 to 30 hours of content. And just yesterday, this free update was given to everybody who owns the game, which includes apparently 6 new episodes to play through. So probably a good 5 to 10 hours of content, potentially, depending on exactly how this feels. How's it going, JHTM? Thanks for 28 months. Hey there, Jellybean. How's it going, Centeneer? Establishment Snecko Watcher, I like that. So many new equipments, oh yeah. How's the replayability on Dicey Dungeons? I would say that Dicey Dungeons, by default, isn't a particularly replayable game. The game uses a fairly simple set of roguelike mechanics and a fairly basic combat system, and then constantly mixes that up through an episode system that's constantly changing the rules of the game. But once you've experienced all the different rule sets that you can play through, you've kind of seen everything the game has to offer at that point. That said, there are mods on Steam that add a pretty good amount of replayability if you really enjoy the base gameplay and want to see it keep getting mixed up. That said, I think Dicey Dungeons, just even if you only play through it one time, is super worth the buck. It's a really good experience. Amazing art that we've seen featured on what was that game? Floppy Nights, we just played through recently on stream. That was a game created by the artist of this game. Marlo Dobb. Technically, that command is still accurate, so I'll take it. And the music for Dicey Dungeons was done by Chipzell, who I believe has some new tunes, including this menu theme, for us to jam to today. So without further ado, why don't we take a look at what exactly Dicey Dungeons Reunion is, and how it plays. So, in Dicey Dungeons, there are 6 different characters to play. Interesting that the order of them has been changed here for the reunion. I guess I'll play through them in the order we're presented here. Each of the 6 characters kind of has a slightly different core mechanic, so they all play slightly differently. And in the base game of Dicey Dungeons, each of these characters then has 6 episodes with different rule sets. So you're playing 6 different characters, 6 different rule sets. You get 36 fairly unique experiences to play through. It's pretty dang fun. So, and we're greeted to a scene with almost a talk show here. Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the Dicey Dungeons Reunion Special. Look at you all, adorable as ever. Just like the very first time I met you 2.5 long years ago, before you'd even entered my inescapable chasm of torment. I don't think that's right. The first time we met, we were, well, people-shaped. Is that right? I suppose turning you into a dice is just something that happens as your bodies get older. But whatever your shape, it's great to have you back. I'm sure you all agree. Actually, it's a bit frightening to be here again, to be honest. But my agent said I had to do it. Gracious, haven't you come a long way? You have an agent now. It's me. I'm his agent. I branched out. Well, and what have the rest of you been up to in these last few years? Last time we talked, you were all so excited to escape from the dungeons. So it has been So has it been international travel, non-stop partying? I imagine at least one of you has started a band. I feel like maybe you don't follow the news much. It's hard to get the papers delivered when you live in a magically cursed, ever-shifting dungeon of fate. Jester, darling, is there something I should know? I'd like to remind you that, by the terms of the contract negotiated for my return, you are not permitted to question me directly. Please direct all inquiries to my agent. That's also me. Gracious. Well, I may not be allowed to question you, but I can absolutely drop you and your friends into an unrelenting pit of misery. So who's up first? I love it. My darling thief, it's so nice to see your sneaky little face again. It's profitable to be here. Yes, you drove some hard bargains during negotiations. If I send you down into the dungeons, I hope you're not going to start negotiating on behalf of all my little minions. Just so we're clear, I will definitely do that if they agree to pay me 15%. They're all very happy as it is, actually. I gave them a magnificent set of all new equipment just last week, so morale is at an all-time high. I do hope you enjoy the novelty and the heightened chance of failure. Amazing. So after all that, we are thrown into the Dicey Dungeons. Glorious, glorious. So, the dungeon consists of 6 floors. On each floor, we get to explore and face a couple of enemies. Usually there'll be a treasure chest or two, maybe some health pickups. The later floors will be a little bit bigger. And we start with some equipment. In Dicey Dungeons, you have a 3x2 grid that you can use equipment for. And in combat, what we'll do is roll dice every turn, and those dice are then used in equipment. So we've started with a wakizashi. Does damage equal to the dice value placed in it. A lockpick, which lets us split a dice in 2. Okay, that should be pretty good damage, actually. Let's fight ourselves a Robobot. Alright, that's definitely a new jam. So, each turn in Dicey Dungeons, you roll a number of dice equal to your dice stat, which increases as we level up. Keep this card. Interesting. So we've got a completely new ability here, too. Yeah, I think that's a very accurate summary, Midbros. Midbros says, I love how this game seems to be designed around maximizing fun and not balance or taking itself too seriously. It certainly doesn't do that. I forget, can you split a 1 into 2 ones? Yes! Good. So, usually your goal on each turn of Dicey Dungeons is to maximize your damage output by figuring out how best to allocate the dice you've got each turn to your equipment. Flatten for 4 with a wakizashi. Get him. I don't think I want to try to keep that equipment. Doesn't seem that amazing. So they can hit us 2 times per turn. Got it. We have... Every character has a limit break that charges up as they take damage. For the Thief on this episode, that's apparently Berserk. Double attack damage for the rest of the turn. That's not the Thief's normal ability, so it's kind of interesting to see. Still fine though, yeah? Yeah, I'll still do 3 damage. Pew, pew, pew! We win! You get a coin and 1 EXP. You need 2 to level. You always get EXP equal to the level of the enemy you kill. So a level 1 Space Marine drops 1 XP. And when you level up in Dicey Dungeons, your health is restored to full. Good old video game heal. And that means that most of the time you're looking to kind of just make your health bar last long enough to level up again. Not a lot of sources in healing here. Wolf Puppy Howl. This is a countdown item. Whenever you place a dice onto this kind of equipment, the total displayed on it is reduced by that number. So if we place a 5, then it drops from 6 to 1, and then we just need to place a 1 to activate it. Adds a random status effect to the enemy, which is probably not that good, but who knows? How's it going, hey righty? Dicey Dungeons is a game that I've had a lot of fun with. A rocket launch. When launched, deal 20 damage and reset. But it needs a 6. That seems like a fun thing to steal. I'm gonna click this button. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's a countdown. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That makes sense. Okay, not as good as I thought. I get it, though. Okay, just do 2 damage. Oh, dear. Oh, that's horrifying. Yeah, he's horrifying. Alright, we have to kill this guy before he launches a rocket at us, because it will exactly kill me. Please don't do that, sir. Oh no. Does he get me right now? No, not quite. But he will kill me next turn. And I didn't roll well enough. Oh, he's gonna kill me. We're super dead. We are very extremely dead. Unless he rolls 3s and above on everything. On 4 dice, which is, I guess, possible. But yeah, we're very, very dead. Oh dear. Ah, there we go. He got us. Oh, you can also get a 1 by nudging a 6. Blop. Amazing. Let's try that again. That's horrifying. That's horrifying. That is something that can happen to you on any episode of any character, but particularly with a thief, is dying on the first floor to one of the enemies. Horrifying. Just horrifying. Oh, you can use that per even dice you have, too. Interesting. Let's go for the kill. Pirate Hookshot. Next equipment has +1 use. And return the dice. Interesting. You can use that to reset the cooldown on the lockpick? Interesting. Not sure what the use is for that. Alright, let's try this guy again. I would steal bump from this guy. Actually, if I nudge, I can use the Wakizashi perfectly here. Yeah, 4 and a 3. Guess that wasn't bad, actually. Yeah, likewise. pretty good. All right, with better rolls, he just dies very quickly like that. Good stuff. We get an extra dice, which is going to give us a lot more resilience in combat. 3 dice per turn, but our max damage per turn is still kind of capped by our equipment. So, part of progressing in a Dicey Dungeons run... Wait, Thief Alchemist. Oh boy. Part of progressing in a Dicey Dungeons run is finding better equipment. So, the wizard's got 5 different abilities that require specific dice values. Counter spells. I'll do 5 damage and then lock dice on the opponent that roll that specific value. Interesting. Very interesting. Split it in twain. Good, we did get a 3. Can't use this 5 on anything meaningfully. Don't know if I want to steal this. Steal next turn. Is it going to be the same one? That's my question. Ouch. Are you serious? I rolled 3 6s? Okay. What a lucky roll. I mean, I wouldn't even have been able to do anything with 3 6s is the funny part, right? None of this equipment actually works with 6s. So, I guess this is fine. Trying to figure out if I want specifically the... Yeah, let's take this one. Keep that one. The Mark of the Baylor. So he's always going to do 5 damage per turn, huh? Kind of spooky. It's quite spooky, actually. So I could do 10 instead of 5? I guess I might as well. I'm not 100% sure how the Thief's stealing ability works here. I think that just locks me into... Oh, so close. Wait, we'll die in the next fight. We win! But at what cost? Finders Keepers, this is yours now. So we get to permanently keep that counter spell. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's no reason not to do that in basically every fight, huh? Flip it 2. So if we fight the Dryad, we'll level up. So it's just a question of who's easier to beat with 13 health. I think the answer is Dryad. Let's see. Dryad normally inflicts poison. Must equals 7 to inflict 4 poison. Acorn Shield. +1 block. Dice value -1. Interesting. Very interesting. How's it going? Please welcome. Not sure why. Please welcome the welcome. Watched the whole DD playthrough series on YouTube about a year ago. Well, perfect timing. Let's see. What happened? Oh, it's minimum 2. That's right. Okay. I think we might as well use the Berserk this turn to do 10 with the Wakizashi. Wish we could double it with the counter spell, but we'll get to reuse the Berserk later in the fight. Potentially. Doesn't work here, right? I can turn that into 2 1s, but again, that does nothing for me. So I want to steal the Acorn Shield. Yes. Because it's a multi-nudge that also gives block. Give me that. Can't make 7 with that. Good. Alright, that should mean we win this. Oh, and perfectly. We can Acorn Shield to make the counterspell work. Beautiful. Yeah, I think that's going to be quite useful for us. For manipulation purposes. And again, can't equal 7, so we definitely lucked out here. Good. Get her. Alright, perfect fight. Good. Get more max HP, keep the Acorn Shield, and we get to choose one of these 2 rewards. Berlin Key. Set a random dice value equal to the value you use on the Berlin Key. So we put a 6 into the Berlin Key, we get the 6 back, and one other dice becomes a 6. Or the Crowbar. Reduces the countdown on all equipment. Crowbar is very, very fun with a countdown build, allowing you to do some silly stuff, for sure. Let's take a Crowbar. I don't know if we'll end up using it, because currently we don't have good countdown equipment, but we can steal it from enemies pretty easily. Cool. Very cool. Berlin Key, good for using 4s. That I would believe, with a pirate hookshot and like multi-using the Wakizashi. Actually, that could be pretty good. We'll take Crowbar for later. What do we got here? Countdown. Oh, yeah. Well, we found the countdown items. Paper's Sword. Does damage and then the countdown value increases. That's kind of interesting. And the Blast Chiller. Countdown 8, 4 damage and 1 freeze. Freeze reduces an enemy's highest dice roll down to a 1. So freezing enemies can really, really lower their damage output. Can only afford one of these 3 at the moment. We'll think about that. But first I'm going to fight the Alchemist with the current loadout. And we're going to see if things change dramatically for us. What are your potions? Transform for 1 turn. Into a different enemy. Once per battle. Interesting. Well, I have to know what that does. Definitely have to know what that does. Oh no! 1, 3, or 5. Okay, okay. And then we have a different limit break. Arctic Storm. Freeze a random amount. Interesting. Wait, what? What's my shield doing up there? Hello? Can I get it to... Come on? Come on? No? Okay, that doesn't work. Vanish. I love it. Cactus Potion. Based on what I've seen, I probably want the Snowman Potion or maybe the Rat King Potion. But let's take a look at the Cactus Potion here, too. Real quick. Some different dice here. A 1 and a 3. Even do damage, odd gain thorns. Okay. Well, you're definitely going to regret Messing with me. Ow. However, the thorns actually did a really good job for us there. There's the Snowman potion. Steal that. Is our enemy changing mid-battle? Yes, that's what the Alchemist is doing here. With her potion things. Not all enemies do that, of course. Just this crazy one. I want to do it this way. Too bad. Be a cactus. Do it. Alright, that's only a once per battle, of course. Strike her down. So we have to keep the Snowman potion. Once per battle, transform into a snowman and chuck snowballs at our foes. I like it, and I'm going to buy one of these 3 countdown items. Do we lean into the freeze of the blast chiller? Or do I take paper sword here, which seems kind of interesting. So it does 7 for 3, then 7 for 6, then 7 for 9. Not many enemies in Dicey Dungeons have more than, say, 40 health, so paper sword seems like a pretty good way to kill stuff quickly. Oh, and the blast chiller is reusable too, right? That's important as well. Let's take the blast chiller. Okay, so we're going to lose the Wakizashi. We're going to go crowbar, blast chiller. Don't need the acorn shield necessarily. Although it's nice with the pirate hookshot, I guess. Crowbar is only once per turn, I think, right? Let's try this. See how this does for us. Oh, the Copycat is here, huh? Copycat copies our equipment, which means we could do something weird. We also gotta be careful about getting dunked by our own build here. Copycat is not what I think. Okay. Noted. So I won't try to manipulate my setup too heavily then. Let's just fight them as they are right now. Imitate a random contestant on this turn. I'm gonna steal that too. Definitely gonna steal that too. I like Snowman Potion right now. I'd ideally like to do it when I can bonk twice. Let's just put it into the blast chiller. Robot. Shocked, which means one of my pieces of equipment is disabled for a turn. The blast chiller. Fair enough. I want to use the Snowman Potion right now. Misses do good damage. The Cauldron. Auto-inflict shock. Shocking the Copycat seems pretty helpful, given they only have one equipment. I wonder how Weaken works on Imitate. Actually. Actually, I think I'd rather do that. Imitate the warrior. That's funny. You have to be the warrior. Which actually is pretty scary. Alright, noted. We're gonna get murdered here. This is a good time to be a Snowman potion, though. We can do a lot of damage. Perfect. Actually, I think we kill. Not quite. Bang! And that's why freeze is good. Success. Banish the Copycat, although that was a little sketchy looking. And we get to keep the Imitate, letting us imitate a random contestant if we want to. I'm not sure that we do want to, now that we have a bit of a better idea of how it works. But, yeah. Good stuff. Sticky Hands will have a countdown too, and the ability to steal money. That's also fun. I'm not quite sure what happens if I try to use the Snowman Potion and Imitate at the same time. Trick or treat. 50% chance to backfire, huh? Spooky. Well, if he's dice or frozen, he can't really do anything. Perfect. Definitely don't want Trick or Treat as a card. So yeah, 50% chance to hit him for the damage. Makes sense. Does this work? I can use the crowbar, but there's no point because we only have one countdown item right now. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, hit yourself, fool. Get him. Blasted. We level up, gaining another extra dice. And we find Auto-Tune. Return a useful dice. I don't know what that means, but I can't wait to find out. Alright, let's lose the counter 5. Dice that you can use. Alright, he's got 2 of these. These are not that good. Find out what that means. Oh, give me a 4. Dang it. I was hoping it'd be a 3 or a 5. Enjoy your thorns. 4 damage for every attack I make this turn. That's pretty nasty, actually. Useful. I'll take a little bit, I guess. More thorns. Pretty much always give me a 4. Oh yeah, because the pirate hookshot? Okay, but we can manipulate that by unequipping the pirate hookshot, which I'll probably do. Yeah. Now is our chance to strike. What now, though? I got a 1. Useful. Actually, yeah, let's use Berserk. Let's KO this nerd. We win! This will upgrade something. So, Crowbar Plus has 2 uses. Blast Chiller Plus is 2 more damage. Pirate Hook Shot only requires an even dice. Auto-Tune gets a 3rd use. Snowman loses the once per turn. That's a pretty good thing to lose. 7 damage, 3 uses. Imitate Plus imitates the Witch. That's funny. So we have a clear indicator of best and worst contestant. The Warrior and the Witch. Lysozyme, thanks for 17 months. Appreciate you dropping by. Glad the YouTube's been keeping you busy. Heck yeah. Alright, so I think I'm upgrading either the Blast Chiller or no. Let's do the Snowman Potion Plus. Give that a go. I'm gonna lose the hook shot here. Let's go Acorn Shield Counterspell 5. Action Rhizo, thanks for 24 2 full years. The Haunted Jar, spooky poison guy. Should be pretty vulnerable to frost, though. A little worried we're not going to be able to level up in time to avoid dying, but we'll see. What do you do, sir? Toxic. It's a countdown item. I'll take it. What indeed is toxic? Guess we're gonna find out. So if we can put in the 5 into the crowbar, that'll turn us into a snowman immediately. And give me back a useful dice, huh? A 1 and a 5 to use. The 2 here. This here. These jams, though. Bop that nerd. Nice try. Whew. Now that's the roll I like to see. So, toxic. When you use any equipment, inflict 1 poison to yourself. Nasty. So per equipment you try to use. Boop. No longer despair, and yet return. And yet return. So we get to keep Poison Paradise, which can be used up to 2 times per turn. It's a big item, though, which is a bit awkward. Let's try it over Acorn Shield Counterspell. I'll just go full countdown here and see how that plays. Frostbite 505, thanks for the Prime sub. How's it going, Doka Magi? Doka asks, where do you find the calm and patience to have to do all the meticulous decision-making in this kind of game? Although related to games, I think it's a trait useful in different aspects of life. I completely agree. Patience is indeed a virtue, something that I've had to learn slowly over the course of my life. I just in general find that I get better outcomes in a wide variety of situations if I'm willing to set aside my immediate need or urges and take a bit of a prolonged look at the situation. I think that definitely applies here in games. If you're able to sit back for a moment and really take stock, it could have a huge payoff for you. Fight the Crystal Lady. So what do we got here? Create a random crystal weapon. Okay. You got it, lady. I think the crystal weapon is lost. There it is. Can I... Oh, I can! Yeah, get it. Get it. Totally can. That seems a little glitchy. CC Priest, thanks for 2 months of support. Probably not actually useful, but I have to, right? I have to. How could I not? Well, actually, with rolls like this, who needs enemies? Get him. Phantom Mecho, excuse me. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome. Cozy Sub Club. Boop. Snowman potion is so good. Last crystal. Finders Keepers, the Nightmare Crystal is ours. That's also a 2-slot item. Let's swap that out for the Poison Paradise. Let's do it. Let's do it. Maybe you actually want to lose the Snowman Potion. I wonder what Nightmare Crystal Plus does. So many questions. Ooh, one of my favorite countdowns, Catastrophe. Number 7, inflict shock, burn, and freeze. 3 status effects for the price of 1. Really debilitates the enemies. Only problem with Catastrophe is that the same dice can't be both on fire and frozen. So the burn kind of counteracts the freeze. Auto-tune's very useful if we want to use the Nightmare Crystal, though. So I'm going to say no deal. Is there something I can get that like needs 6 specifically? We could use the needs 5 thing instead of the Snowman potion. Let's try it. Freezing the Snowman's a bad idea anyway, actually. Although if he's freezing me, the Nightmare Crystal is really not going to work. Okay, hold on. No, we gotta not use this setup for the Snowman fight. I think we want this. Snowman's a spooky dude. So this is, he's got the exact same gear that we have when we transform into him, I imagine, right? The 135? Right, of course. Oh, and we can directly use his snow cannonball as well. Of course, we could directly even steal one of these if we wanted to. Actually do this for the moment. Interesting, we got a 5. Could transform and bop him. Let's do that. Freeze. Means he'll only hit us for 5 and freeze 1. That's not too bad. But it turns that 6 into a 1, of course, which is no bueno. Just hit 2 blasts. No, wait, I did that wrong. Dang it. I'll do this way then. Good enough. Guess we'll keep this one, but I'm not sure I'm going to use it. I actually can't do any damage here. Unless auto-tune can bail me out. Yes, thank you. Easy. And we're now level 5. Keep the snow cannonball, and we can take backstab. Beats 3, do 0. Add 1 on each item use. Interesting. Put a dice in 3, or take an equipment upgrade, which is what I'm going to do, personally. Oh, that does shrink down. I was hoping. What else we got here? Snow Cannonball switches to needs 4. How fascinating. 74, that's what we're going to do. Equipment upgraded. Alright. So we're going to lose the potion now and go Counterspell. Auto-tune Poison... no. Auto-tune Nightmare Crystal Blast Chiller. Counterspell 5. I really want to see this in action. What is in here? You have 8 gold? Oh, that's right. You're just making a bad trade. No deal. No deal. Alright, Kraken. What's crack-a-lackin'? My beast. Thunders of the deep. Damage and shock. Confuse and curse. All fun stuff. All very fun stuff. Yes, that made a 5. Good. Will this make another 5? Yes. Miasma Plasma, thanks for 38 months in the Prime sub. It is mixed up and obscured. Which item is which, chat? If only there was some way to tell. Rickett80, thanks for 44 months in that Prime sub. Closing in on 4 complete years. Heck yeah. Definitely do want to improve the crowbar as our next upgrade. All the months. I played the new Gwent game. No, I do want to take a look at that, though. I am intrigued by the premise of single-player Gwent experience. So I do wonder if it might be really good. So we're cursed. There's a 50% chance that our equipment will fail. We try to use it. Let's start with this. Okay, good. Curse applied. Even got a new 6. I like it. Fair enough. Oh, we got all of them active that turn. Nice roll. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. Do your worst, beast. Ow, not like that though. Not like that. Can't use the crowbar this turn. Reasonable. We're so close. Fair enough. Don't know what I was expecting. They add any new enemies with the update? I don't think so, but all of the existing enemies got new equipment, so they're pretty functionally new. Perfect. Get destroyed, sir. The nightmare. The nightmare. Beautiful. All right, that took a little while to actually make happen, which is a little bit concerning. Probably need to, at least until the crowbar gets upgraded, not try to do that. But I am going to use Nightmare Crystal on the boss, for sure. Let's see, Direwolf is strong against poison, right? That's right. Now, let's go directly for having a Snow Cannonball. The Dirty Dirk, thanks for 11 months of support. Almost to that full year. Heck yeah. Hope you're enjoying some Dicey Dungeons today. I sure am. Oh, interesting. All even dice. 5 damage and a random status. Woof, woof, woof. Repeat the next action for a countdown. Oh, I want that. Oh, I think we could do some really crazy stuff with that. Maybe he wanted to berserk. Next turn we'll do it. Gotta make sure I don't kill it this turn, though. Freeze is so good. There it is. Give me that. Huzzah. Alright, I'm going to use the same build on the cowboy. Once we get to the upgrade on the crowbar, I'll change things out again. I imagine Woof 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 plus Snowman Potion is going to result in duplicating the first snowball thrown. I'm not sure. Cowboy's pretty nasty. He's going to be very weak to freeze, though. Oh. No, he's just going to be lucky. Reroll the dice, huh? Yikes. Yeah, I probably should have swapped in Woof for Cannonball there. I think I agree with that. Oh, whoops. Right. Fix that. So yeah, he can just hit me a lot each turn. He's like the Keymaster, kind of. Oof. So up to 12 damage per turn with decent rolls, like this one. Ow. Terrifying. Simply terrifying. Alright, 3 freeze to your face, sir. Good, okay, there we stopped him that time. Two threes, huh? Do this. This. Put that guy on ice. That's only 4. Okay. That's pretty good, too. So we'd have to do it like this? That really seems very all in. I like it. Let's see if it works on the singer. Crowbar, auto-tune, Nightmare Crystal, woof woof woof. Is the combo we do here. I think it's gonna help. And then we'll level up if we beat the singer. With full health, I think this is a reasonable thing to do. We should be able to complete this. I'm hoping. Yeah, we could also use their own ability on them, right? Oh. Oh, she's got her own auto-tune. We can get double auto-tune. Yes, that's what we want. Double auto-tune will make it much easier to charge the crystal. Alright, let's see how this works. If I woof 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 and then crowbar, is this going to double -6 on everything? Yes! Let's go. Oh, I see. Just gonna auto-tune the karaoke machine. I like it. But we'll just do it like this. Let's try this. Oh, that double beat auto-tune. Interesting. I would like to steal auto-tune, please. Alright, I'll give you one more turn. Oh, actually, I could go right now. Wow, you just finished her. But I do want the second auto-tune, so I will end the turn here. We heal to full after this fight. Yeah, it seems like it does require a random note. Yeah, I think it's random. There it is. Easy. We win! And an extra dice. So I think what we want to do now is actually lose the woof woof woof. Go double auto-tune and counterspell 5 to make sure that these are generating 5s. And then we just dump it all into the Nightmare Crystal. Double your poison. Do 7 and return a dice. Interesting options. Okay, we don't need any of that. Let's go to the boss floor. I'm feeling confident. It's Audrey, our boss. Yeah, you're here again. Good on you. Persistence is the key. If you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you, you can't fail. Not with these rolls, I can't. Bench press. Yeah. Give me some 5s. Oh, it's beautiful. My face. So one of our equipments is weakened. Unfortunately, it's the one I'm not planning on using. Prepare for your worst nightmare, Audrey. All Thamos, thanks for 2 metric years of support. Nightmare Crystal minus? I think it's 998 damage, by the way. If the Nightmare Crystal were to get weakened. It's really funny. Alright, we got a Berserk, obviously. Double damage. Go! 1998. Good year. GG. You made it through. Eventually. Although I suppose you've managed to deprive me of yet more of my hard-earned loot in the process. Come on, you're so rich already. What do you need the money for? Actually, I'm glad you asked. I was thinking it might be nice to buy the moon and paint it with a giant picture of my face. You know, to gaze down forever upon the pitiful earth and so on. I guess I do have to respect that as an aim. He sure does. Alright, so that's the Thieves Reunion episode. There's a similar episode for each of the 6 characters. Wonder how many we'll be able to get through during today's stream. Good stuff. Yeah, the double auto-tuning. Auto-tune for the ultimate nightmare. It's good stuff. By the way, Volpamos, if I didn't catch this, thank you so much for 2 metric years of support, 20 months. Good times.